What's it like for you coming home these days?
Wow. There's nothing like home, so every chance I get, I always come back here in the Bay Area. This is home.
So, what do you do when you're not shooting hoops and working out and making YouTube videos? Have you changed, bro?
I've changed. No, I like to have a good time, so hang out with my friends. We like eating a lot. We like to eat. We like to play video games. Kind of nerdy in that area. Just whatever. Go bowling, watch a movie, anything.
What's your favorite dish?
My favorite dish?
Or food?
My favorite food is probably sushi, number one. Maybe my mom's Chinese food is number two. And number three is probably fast food.
Yeah. Is that your vice?
Yeah, like if I have a really bad game, I might go get some fast food.
Comfort food, love it. How do you incorporate your faith while being an NBA superstar?
I mean, it's like anything in life. There's going to be pressures, there's going to be temptations and distractions, but I think at the end of the day, it just comes down to, the gospel message, understanding that we're all sinners, and it doesn't matter if I'm good at basketball or music or anything. It's just, I need God just as much as anybody else does.
There's about almost 10,000 people out here today. You're constantly in the spotlight. How do you handle that? Has it become normal? Is this normal fare to you? Does it ever become normal?
It's becoming more normal. I've never really been a spotlight guy, so it was kind of scary at first. But I think every year I grow to be a little more comfortable and embrace it a little more. And at the end of the day, when I take a step back, I'm just thankful that people support me in whatever way, and that I'm able to have the platform that I have. And it's truly a blessing. So thank you guys as well for coming out.
Kill it out there on the court. A year ago, you shot to instant fame with your record-breaking year with the New York Knicks. How can you create your own identity when the media and a lot of people around you really want to create it for you?
That's a really good question. I think I'm going to get into that in a little bit, but I still think it goes back to the gospel message and understanding really what our identity is. And I think me and Francis will hopefully flesh that idea out a little bit more as the night progresses.
So there's a special project that you've been working on for a couple of years. There's been a lot of buzz. It came out of Sundance Film Festival, and it is premiering very soon. It'll be in theaters opening here at the Sundance Kabuki in SF on October 4th, as well as Blue Light Cinemas in Cupertino, my hometown, October 4th. Tell us a little bit about Insanity.
We started filming a documentary. It originally wasn't supposed to be a documentary, but we started when I was still with the Warriors, and everything happened, and we had a lot of footage, and then a year and a half ago, the whole Insanity thing happened, and we were able to take the footage prior to it and combine it with the stuff we have after, and we decided to make a documentary, and I think hopefully people go watch it, I guess.
I think we have a little bit of it to share, right?
Yeah.
Check out the video.
Found that's right. No idea. I don't know. Are you surprised?
until they see me play.
Does anyone in here think LeBron is not as good as Kobe right now?
It's kind of hard to say. You know better than us. So.
I don't know. I just had closer seats.
I know in my mind, I knew Jeremy was a fantastic high school player, but yet colleges weren't. Jeremy, you're the best!
Are you surprised at the production of things out over the past week?
I don't know what he's done. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Everybody on paper would say the size, the athleticism, the quickness is with the Monarchs, but it's the heart that is with the Vikings.
I don't feel like I need to prove anything to anybody. When I walk on the court, they won't be like, oh man, look at him, I'm intimidated. When I show up, no one's ever going to give me any type of respect until they see me play.
Does anyone in here think LeBron is not as good as Kobe right now?
It's kind of hard to say. You know better than us. So.
I don't know. I just had closer seats.
I know in my mind, I knew Jeremy was a fantastic high school player, but yet colleges weren't clamoring for him. He just didn't fit the mold. Well, he's an Asian kid. He's an Asian kid, he's not 7 foot tall. You don't see a lot of Asian point guards, maybe in Division I basketball.
You do need to watch him over a period of time. I mean, and just to see all the different things that he can do.
There's Lynn. Oh, there's that quick first step that they talk about.
Every time Jeremy played against somebody who people say it's good, if Jeremy played better, then they start thinking that person is not good. They don't give Jeremy credit.
No one gave them a prayer. It's why we love high school basketball, because of faces like that.
After my senior year, I was just dying to play in college.
Lynn for three, buries it.
Senior point guard Jeremy Lynn, considered to be one of the top 2 point guards in the Bay Area. Lynn leads the Vikings in points, assists, steals, and motivation.
I remember it was just a very long process, very frustrating because I was going from Pac-10 school to Pac-10 school. I couldn't even get some Division III schools to look at me.
I used to always say it's not about the points he scores, it's about the points that he's responsible for. It's a big difference.
At Harvard, a player dunking was a big deal. People didn't realize that an American Harvard basketball player could be that athletic.
Can you tell me the history of this blanket?
Man, this blanket is legendary.
Yeah?
It's all about life. We had Nala right here, Baby Simba, Timon and Pumbaa. This is one of my favorite blankets of all time.
What about the Sesame Street blanket?
No, my second favorite is Garfield and Sesame Street.
Oh, man. All right, fans.
Culture here is crazy. The fans, they love basketball. There's people playing basketball all the time on all the courts. The level of competition is definitely growing. Got a chance to see some games. So it's definitely awesome coming back and seeing how much the sport has grown in the country. My roots is just important for me to know because it's who I am. It's a huge part of my identity. Understanding where my parents came from, how they grew up, and the culture. So that's why I come back every summer just to get a good feel for that. And every time I leave, I have a strong
sense of national pride, and I just am very proud to be who I am. You don't really understand what it's like to have that much pressure on you until you have that much pressure. And for me, that pressure drove me to the point where I didn't want to play basketball anymore. I just wanted the season to end. But now going into my second year, I'm not really thinking about anything I'm afraid of. And it wasn't until I learned to really just play for God and just let everything else go. That's when I kind of I was set free.
Steals that ball away from Watson. Then takes it over.
Got waived first day of practice with Golden State, which obviously was something I didn't anticipate. I think in this life, everyone goes through a lot of trials and tribulations, and the one thing that I want to be able to hang my hat on is that after I go through all of this stuff, I want to be able to say that I'm closer to God. Christmas morning, I was waived, and within 2 weeks, I had been waived twice by 2 teams who said they still wanted me. 10 a.m. this morning, found out the Knicks had picked me up. I have no idea who my teammates are. I've never played with them one time. I have no idea what plays we run, and I haven't even talked to the coach yet, so it's gonna be interesting. So it's the night before, and I gotta get my bags ready. And after the game tomorrow, we head to LA, Sacramento, and then I'm off to New York for good. This is basically where I lived the last 2 weeks, and so it's the couch I slept on. My brother and sister-in-law did a good job of hosting me, had a lot of fun.
This guy has a place to stay, but he doesn't want to stay there. He wants to crash in here. They don't want this to be on the news. Jeremy is sleeping on the couch.